Hey everyone, welcome to more Alchemy decks. This one was a deck idea I had long before Kamigawa even came out, let alone the new patches, but it was a deck I never got to play because I just lacked the cards. So the idea is Slayer's Bounty can kind of act, the hope is that this can act as your entire removal package. It has all the removal cards you'll need, as well as being just a solid card advantage in itself. So if you have Slayer's Bounty, with some more of an aggressive styled deck, you should be able to be aggressive, switch over to Slayer's Bounty late game, and just win using that. You just need a few other ways to investigate and therefore make clue tokens. Bribery Tracker makes clue tokens. Antique Collector makes clue tokens. This is a good set of aggressive creatures that can help us with that. So that's basically the first deck, is that it's this fast, aggressive, uses Inquisitor Captain just for more tempo, just forcing our deck to be low to the ground. And then the second deck. So the second part of this deck is if I just find that I can't find the time to use my hand very effectively, Suntail Squadron's going to give me a huge army of Suntail Hawks within my hand. Faithful Disciple could get stuff like Cathar's Crusade, which is going to turn it into a huge board of +1/+1 counters. Or, Grizzled Huntsmaster, I can exile one of the Suntail Squadrons, which then exiles all of them, and I replace it with that many copies of, say, Charmstray. Get a whole ton of lifelink, they all get +1/+1 counters on each other. Maybe I do Squadron Evangel, just have a constant, near infinite recurring of 3/1 clerics to rush down my opponents. Skyglaive Apparition to just blow up their stuff. Or sometimes I could just use Grizzled Huntmaster to just exile, let's say I have an Antique Collector in my hand I don't need anymore, or a Hoofwheel Initiates, don't need those in the late game. And I could just exile that, get that out of my deck, and now I have Sigarda, or I have Ishgana, or, you know, the Skyclave to protect myself. So that's generally, those are the three kind of directions that this deck is able to go, or at least that's the intent. It's seen middling, like, whether or not it sees success depended very much on the opponent. It seems like it's definitely not tier 1. Let's just make that clear. But we're going to try it. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to see if this is fun. I will state that I have not taken time to look at the Kamigawa cards too heavily with this, but I don't think that's too important, as is. Alright. Play this tapped on green, because we have a double green right there. I don't need 2 Grizzle Huntmasters. Alright. So, I think this Expedition Supplier is a little better. Alright. Well, this is one of the big dangers, is that this deck doesn't have too much flying. So if they have a flying threat like so, I can't really do much about that for a while. So I could Grizzled Huntsmaster. Actually, I think that's our solution to this threat. I'm going Grizzled Huntsmaster, getting rid of... I could Brutal Cathar that, honestly. I don't think that's the correct route, though. I think I get rid of my Briarbridge Tracker and get myself the 4... We're going to go Expedition Supplier. We're going to start by attacking, actually. So they're an Angel deck. They probably have a Gonjo, which is what they were thinking of using here. If they have a Gonjo, then Sigarda doesn't help me at all. I don't think that needs to get Brutal Cathar just yet. I'm going to just go with another Plains and Expedition Supplier to start accruing value with it. So this will give me a dagger, which is basically basically this now has whenever a human comes to play, I get a +1/+1 counter. Well, it's only once each turn, but generally speaking. Alright. If they start playing more threats that make this youthful... Yeah, that's a more prevalent threat than Youthful Valkyrie. That's why I was waiting on it. I'm going to play this cave because I don't need the others. We're going to take out this Righteous Valkyrie. And I think we still equip it to the Expedition Supplier. I can't think of anything they might have that kills a 2-2 that doesn't kill a 3-3. Next turn, I could Briarbridge Tracker and Antique Collector. So that will be nice. I'm not attacking with Brutal Cathar if they leave the board here. I'm assuming they're planning to Doomscar here. That's my understanding given the current situation. Nope. Does ward pay 3 life? We're not attacking with it anyways. Alright, so we're getting the clue tokens. I might want to attack with the Moonrage Brute anyways, but my understanding is they would have Egonjo, because they've already shown one Egonjo. They were tapping that because they were planning to play the Egonjo or use it some way. That's my call. That's my tell. Anyways, these are now a whole bunch of clue tokens. Oh, I completely forgot about that. I literally was just flipping because I'm like, listen, the potential is more valuable. But yeah. Example of the deck working when it just has a lot of good 3-mana creatures. By the way, I'm not sure if I brought this up, but every creature in this deck is a human, I believe. So that the Expedition Supplier always triggers. Yep, this is an aggressive. As I said, this is an aggressive deck, but supported by the Flying Squadron and the clue tokens. That's like, but it's on the base a very aggressive deck. All right. Plains to Hopeful Initiate. Overgrown Farmland to Slayer's Bounty, and we do the Overgrown Farmland because I want to be able to choose the option here if I need to. Alright. So the problem with Slayer's Bounty, I learned this afterwards. It's a legendary artifact, and if you have 2 legendary artifacts at once, it basically treats, it just destroys one, it doesn't actually sacrifice one. Alright. I think we just, yep. We play the farmland so we can use this for the color we want later. Our Retractor will give us a clue token. And it seems like they're just very low to the ground. So we'll probably want an outflank. Glass Casket. Reprobation's pretty nice. Compulsory Rest is fine. Expel will work. Fairgrounds Warren should work generally. Alright. I'm going to actually start my attack with Hopeful Initiate. How's it going, Gasmus? Doing well. Just trying out another deck for the Alchemy event. So, working through. Trying to beat out this deck with aggression. Delver of Secrets does... So here's the thing. Delver of Secrets used to be broken in its meta, but its meta had Brainstorm-like effects where they could control the top of their deck. Our opponent, as you can tell, does not have those. Alright, so they draw and discard, probably discarding the land. Yep. Worth noting, with the Snowlands, I'm expecting a Blizzard Brawl in their deck. I'm assuming they're Fading Hoping? Like, the fact that they haven't flipped past their turn makes me assume Fading Hope. Alright. I'm going to start by looking for a solution to this board state. Summary Judgment is enough to deal with the Suspicious Stowaway. Alright. I do want to play the Summary Judgment. I can't believe it's now just a 2-3. I'm going to end my turn here, and if they... I'm going to just basically kill it when they attack, because they had the mana open for a counterspell of sorts. And now they have a counterspell of sorts. I still think the Seafaring Werewolf is the more dangerous threat. Now they have 2 threats, which is an issue, but not as bad of an issue as you'd expect. Blizzard Brawls. Target tapped creature. Okay. I think they kill themselves. Yep. They misunderstood that Blizzard Brawl, you need snow permanents. They only had 2. Alright, great. You'd up 3 damage. Alright, they have a reject in hand, so there's no point in playing the Inquisitor Captain. So we're gonna start by playing the Faithful Disciple. Ooh. It's a question of, do I want the Faithful Disciple countered by the reject? I think the answer is yes, actually. I want them to counter Faithful Disciple. Leave them with no guards in hand, leave the Inquisitor Captain open to do whatever it needs. Alright. And we'll put this on green, I guess. Don't need more Hopeful Initiates. And I could Slayer's Bounty when I need to. So, we're all doing good. They have their Insectile Abomination, but we are up on cards. And that's only going to become more true as we go. I could just Luminous Bonds this. Inquisitor Captain is a much more threatening if I just want to finish this game. Do I think I can finish this game, or do I think they're going to counter it? I think if they counter this, it's fine, because I've got to be able to Slayer's Bounty. I'm playing this one first because, Alright, perfect. We Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar. Oh, comes in as a wolf. Okay. They want to counter this one? Alright, they had to negate specifically. Okay. Well, there is good news with this. We now play 2 spells this turn. Which means... flips over, eats their Abomination. And if they don't play a spell this turn, Brutal Cathar flips, and yeah, another lethal. So that's 3 kills so far, I believe. Very fast deck. I'm used to playing slow Sky Turtle decks. I like the slower mid-range that's not technically control yet. This is very much the aggressive mid-range, which is just not technically aggro. So, a bit different of my playstyle, but seeming to work fine. Alright, already has a positive win rate, so we know it's a good enough deck with the current setup. Alright. I think I still keep this. It's Overgrown Farmland, Lair to Antique Collector. We have 2 draws out of land, and we have the Slayer's Bounty. We have a lot of value later. I don't really have time now, so I have to go, but it was nice seeing you. You too, Gasmus. Thank you very much for coming by. Wait, I could... Alright. I had no idea I could flip theirs around like that. Anyways, we have to play Overgrown Farmland first, because we need to play our 2-drop. Interesting. We're allowed to play all the cards. They chose to play just a bad tap land. Do they have life gain synergies? Perhaps they have life gain synergies. Or perhaps they have 70 cards in their deck. And a Scathe Zombies. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, I have to count these because I need to get through my deck, like, play through my games, but... these aren't the healthiest. When people are playing Scathe Zombies and Jungle Hollows in a format where you're able to play as many cards as you'd like of any kind, I mean, at least they have the power of kills, and they have a nice amount of cards in their deck right now. If they have some way to bring back their Scathe Zombies, I'm happy for them. I want them to combat trick me. Good job. I'm actually proud of you. This is when it's cast. I still think Teleportation Circle is the pick. Alright. It's on white. And can I play it untapped? Awesome. Alright. I'm happy Trick is their captain with the Scathe Zombies. This is a 3-mana 2/2? They have one card Foretold. Alright. There we go. And we're just closing them up. Yeah, I'm sorry, opponents. If you can beat me, I'll be proud of you. But it's like one of those things of, you had the opportunity to play any deck you wanted, so I can't feel bad about me wrecking this opponent that doesn't deserve to be wrecked. Yeah. So in case you're wondering, my plan is to Slayer's Bounty, sack the clue, and check if I could get a kill spell for the big ol' worm. Alright, well, that's 4 wins. And so we just have a 5th game, I think. Man, this deck is just moving so much faster than the other one. Yeah, it's hilarious. And like, this deck is slightly more optimized, I'd argue. Alright, opponent goes first. That's okay. The opponent will initiate into Luminarch Aspirant into either of these. Alright, now we're facing another aggro deck, so we actually get to test the worth of this deck. Yep, proper 60-card deck. They're going to play a big creature here. Probably. And a big creature that's terrifying at that. Alright. I might want to put on Initiate so I can block the Etching of Kumano. But I'm thinking we might just not be blocking this turn. Take 5? Yeah. Unfortunate. They do get a card. Suntail Squadron, have fun with that. So I'll tap for 1 minute and you've won 2 games. Yep. Yep. Alright, so we can Briarbridge Tracker into a solution. Chandra dressed to kill.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra.
Alright, unless they have a...
Watch
Alright.
me heat up the dance floor.
So I'm going to start here. So now we kill that.
No,
And
why?
just... Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to Grizzled Huntsmaster. Getting rid of our Briarbridge Tracker. We don't need that value. Oh, I could end the cert... Right, you can't prove that this was removed. I think I still want to thin out my deck. Alright. And we're going to grab the Skyclave Apparition or the Ishkana. Which sounds better against this deck? I think Ishkana is going to just hold them down for eternity. Because I only get 1. And we're going to turn this into a 5/4 so it can block Rahilda successfully. Alright. And And now it can't block Rahilda successfully. Alright. So I get Slayer's Bounty, remove 2, kill Etching or something like that, or I could just play Ishkana, try to develop threat, and, you know, develop threat. I am now happy to just block and trade as we need, because now it's just a matter of survival. Oof. Yeah, they had a good aggressive start. So this is a good test, because those 2 spells could be burn spells, like Town Razor Tyrant, for example. Even if they make the Town Razor Tyrant have haste, I just block with Ishkana. And that's why I love having Ishkana here. Alright. This is the land that's going to have to get sacrificed. I think it's actually better if I just double with Monarch. Alright, and we are going to sacrifice it. So we want to bring this to 5/7 just for safety. This to 3/4. And I think this needs about a flip to double striking. Oh wait, it's not going to flip because I played 2 spells. Duh. Alright. Hopefully this stops them. I'm assuming a 3 damage burn spell. Yeah, I am assuming a 3 damage burn spell. I'll lose 1 to kill your Rahilda. I accept your trade offering. If I just block with 1, yeah, and I'm keeping Ishkana around 100%. Yep, I will sacrifice Grizzled Huntsmaster to take out Rahilda. The cool thing about a Hopeful Initiate is I could use it to take out both Edges of Kumano. When I have the mana base for it. I see. Oh, that's a very slow animation, and here's the hilarious thing. It doesn't make them cost colorless. They still cost their colors. Nice. Yeah, exactly what they're... We're going to Slayer's Bounty. Alright, a Thundering Raiju. Good to know. Alright. I'm going to just end the turn here. I could use the Hopefully Initiate to kill an Etching. Otherwise, if they play the Thundering Raiju, I could do responses. Alright. So that's 5-0 with this deck. I will state that these weren't the best opponents. The Suntail Squadron never... It panned out for my opponent. It didn't even work for them. Grizzled Huntmaster, I do appreciate. If you're playing best of 1, so you have the sideboard to pull out, Grizzled Huntmaster is a very underestimated tool. Definitely has the issue that in best of 3, you don't... It's not always the best. You need a 3-mana 4/3 to just be a good card. But in best of 1, yeah, pulling out Ishkana on call was pretty awesome. The ability that I could have pulled out Skyclave was pretty cool. Yeah, good card if your deck supports it. Otherwise, yeah, this is... The aggressive shell works. I don't think any card really impressed me more than I expected. Slayer's Bounty did its job, not more, not less. Yeah, this card is just a lot of cards that do their job. I don't think this is a top-tier deck, but it's a fun deck. It's aggressive without being dumb aggressive, where you just win the game because they can't stop you. I will state, the nerf to Town Razor Tyrant felt good. The nerf of having it at the end of my turn, so I could still play my cards, felt really good. I like the nerf to Town Razor Tyrant now. Town Razor Tyrant feels like a much more fair card. So, happy with that. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.